Hello! When you think of the word Disney princess, who do you see in your mind's eye? Snow White with her animal friends? Cinderella with her magical blue gown? Or maybe it's one of the more modern princesses like Ariel or Tiana or Rapunzel. But the fact is, when you Google cartoon princess, you are blasted with oh so much pink, often accompanied with blonde hair. And which Disney lady is known for those features? That's right, the one princess who very often springs to mind when talking about Disney heroines. Sleeping Beauty! Or Aurora! Or Briar Rose! She just can't pick a name for God's sake, and she can't pick a dress color either. Because let me tell you, she should be in blue. Now, if you're familiar with the topic, you already know that for most of her screen time, the dress was blue. But in marketing, it's always pink. Why? Well, in short, Aurora's dress is pink because Cinderella was already marketed in blue, although her dress was silver, and Disney thought pink would be more pleasing to the target audience. The classic princesses, being Snow White, Cinderella and Aurora, look better together when there's just that hint of color contrast. And okay, from a business standpoint, it's completely understandable, but here is why I disagree. Pink is associated with love, femininity, romance, nurture and compassion. Yes, I think we can all see Aurora has these features. Blue in turn symbolizes open spaces, freedom, intuition, imagination, inspiration and sensitivity. Blue also represents meanings of depth, trust, loyalty, sincerity, wisdom, confidence, stability, faith and intelligence. Now let's look at Aurora's official description. Graceful and kind. She knows that a wonderful future awaits if you have the courage to dream it. Aurora enjoys using her imagination and sharing stories with her forest friends. She is also loyal in her relationships, to her animal friends, her fairies, and her kingdom. Aurora believes in a wish and remains hopeful that she will find the adventure she is looking for. In this description at least there are more blue traits than pink ones. But personality is of course not everything here. We're talking about the character design, so let's do just that. Aurora's design is noticeably sharper than the other two classic princesses. She has a more angular face and her dress is more narrow and has this pointy neckline. Here is some color theory about basic shapes. Red equals circle and blue equals square. Now which one of these shapes has more angles? Of course, you could make the argument that the diamond shape is also often associated with pink, but personally when I think of a diamond, I think of something like this. Blue. Besides, pink is more often seen as a very soft color, like cherry blossoms or cotton candy. In my opinion, that suits Snow White better than Aurora. Plus, think of how good blue suits her. Maybe not the baby blue that Cinderella is often marketed in, but a more darker, deeper blue. With her golden platinum hair, she almost reminds me of Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. But okay, let's say we don't want to cast this divide and want her in something standing. Purple. Purple color is often associated with royalty, rarity, magic and mystery. Aurora is very royal. Like I said, she's often the first Disney princess coming to mind when hearing the word. She is rare in that in her movie she was her parents' only child who got quite literally hidden away from everyone in the woods. And magic? Mystery? Have you seen the movie? It's full of those things. And then there are her eyes. In the movie they're more greyish blue, but everywhere else they're seen as purple. Freaking purple! Just make it purple! That sets her apart from Cinderella at least. But now there is another blonde princess with a purple gown. Rapunzel. Wait, blonde? Shouldn't she have her short brown hair? How are there 3 red-haired princesses but only one official brunette? Ah, but back to the dress. Did you know that in the concept art for Tangled, that looks a lot cooler than the finished product by the way, Rapunzel actually has a green dress? Oh my god, I could make a whole nother video about why Rapunzel should have stayed in green. I understand the intentions of making her dress purple, but my god how well green suits her. Speaking of that, if Fraps really wants to keep her purple, why not just put Aurora in green then? I mean, she had that third green aunt, why couldn't she just have been like, you know Flora and Merryweather, shut up! Let's make it green! So, in conclusion, Aurora should have a violet dress and the Disney princess lineup should look like this. Thank you for coming into my TED Talk.